The Bernstein Bears, Fly It, Up, Up, and Away by Stan and Jan Bernstein. Sister, brother, and cousin Fred were visiting one of their favorite places, the Hall of Flight and the Bearsonian Institution. Many of the most important aircraft in the history of flight were on display, as well as portraits of flight's early heroes. Fred, said brother, wouldn't it be great if we were Wilbur and Orville Wright and invented the airplane? It sure would, said Fred. If you two are going to be Wilbur and Orville Wright, who am I going to be? Asked sister. You can be Amelia Earhart, said brother. Okay, agreed sister. But it wouldn't do us any good if we were, added brother, because all the ideas for inventions have been used up. But that's not true, said Professor Actual Factual. The Bearsonian was his museum, and he had just come into the Hall of Flight. Ideas for inventions will never get used up. That's not how inventing works. Hi, Professor, said brother. How does inventing work? In different ways, explained the professor. Sometimes by combining things that have already been invented. Wilbur and Orville put the glider and a gasoline engine together and gave us airplane. Sometimes an invention comes in a flash. Continued, Actual Factual, almost like a light bulb going on. That's how the paperclip was invented. It was just a bit of wire bent in a new and different way. And speaking of light bulb, it was not invented in a flash. Thomas Grizzly Edison knew that an electrical current would make a wire glow. But he had to try hundreds of kinds of wire before he found one that worked. Do you think we could invent something, Professor? Asked Sister. I do indeed, said Actual Factual. Just think about the airplane, the paperclip, and the light bulb, and remember this rhyme. All inventions you will find happen first in someone's mind. As Sister, brother, and Fred left the museum, they were thinking about the airplane, the paperclip, and the light bulb. In front of the museum was a park where all sorts of things were going on, but two of the things jumped out at them and turned on the big light bulb over their heads. The would-be inventors hurried home and went to work. First they found a pack of balloons that was left over from Sister's birthday party. Then they took a sheet of paper and folded it to make a paper airplane. They blew up a balloon and fastened it to the paper plane with a loop of sticky tape. Then they launched the first breath-powered aircraft from the front stoop. A thing of beauty may be a joy forever, but to an inventor, an invention that works the first time is a thrill that comes once in a lifetime. Just as Wilbur and Orville Wright improved on their inventions by trying different designs, Sister, brother, and Fred improved their invention by trying different combinations of balloons and paper planes. They made a speedster by combining a small tough balloon with a racing-style paper plane. They made a giant two-motor airliner by mounting two large balloons on a paper plane made of newspaper. Every time they tried something different, they learned something new. They learned that sausage-powered planes flew straight and true, that a spiral-powered plane wiggled and shivered, and that two-mounted banana looped the loop. They learned that some breath-powered aircraft have minds of their own. One turned on brother and chased him around the tree house. Another landed in a nest and was attacked by a mama robin. Just as others built on the success of Wilbur and Orville Wright, others built on Sister, brother, and Fred's success. Sister's friend, Lizzie Bruin, made an ascension balloon that came down by parachute. Lizzie's brother, Barry, made a terrific model of the Good Bear blimp using one big balloon and two small ones. The Too Tall gang made a pirate space station that flew the Jolly Roger. Professor Actual's nephew, Super Smart Ferdy Factual, made a three-stage rocket that actually worked. It had been an exciting day for the inventors, sister, brother, and Fred, and they had learned a lot, but the most important thing they learned was the message in Actual Factual's little poem. All inventions you will find happen first in someone's mind. The end.